Luna lived with her parents in a small, quiet town. This place had neither significant entertainment nor job prospects. The town was surrounded by forests and seemed cut off from the rest of the world. Luna dreamed of more of bustling streets, bright lights, and opportunities that could change her life. She had been saving money for a long time, intending to move to a big city, make many friends, find an interesting job, and discover new hobbies. Luna's parents were adamantly against her plans. They believed that life in the big city was dangerous and unpredictable. They tried to dissuade her, presenting numerous arguments, but Luna was determined and stood firm. One evening, unable to endure another conversation, she decided she would leave in the coming days. The next day, Luna went to the bus station to buy tickets. The only available tickets were for the 13th at 13:03. She hesitated for a moment, considering this time unlucky, but her resolve did not waver. She bought the ticket and began preparing for the trip. As the departure day approached, Luna packed her things and mentally said goodbye to her hometown. Her parents continued to plead with her to stay, but this did not change her plans. On the day of departure, she was ready and in high spirits as she headed to the bus station. The bus was delayed and arrived at 13:13. But Luna paid no mind to this. She boarded the bus feeling a bit nervous, but the joy of fulfilling her dream outweighed all fears. The journey went by quickly, and soon Luna was in the big city. Her first task was to find accommodation. Surprisingly, this turned out to be easier than she thought. Within a couple of hours, she found an attic apartment in an old house. The apartment was cheap, clean, and well-maintained. Luna paid for a couple of months in advance, and the landlady quickly left, handing her the keys. The first night in the new apartment was sleepless. But that was not surprising. First nights in new places are always like that. The next day, Luna began looking for a job, and again, luck was on her side. She quickly found a suitable job and even made new friends. It seemed that someone or something was helping her at every step. Returning home happy, Luna did not notice anything unusual. The second night was calm, but she began to be disturbed by strange noises and rustling, which she attributed to her imagination. A week passed this way. However, at the end of the week, Luna noticed that her things were moving by themselves, and at night she started feeling as if someone was watching her. With each passing day, her fear grew. One night as she was going to bed, she heard a knock on the door. Luna wasn't expecting anyone and was very frightened. Opening the door, she saw no one. She didn't sleep all night, pondering over this. The next day, she tried to forget what had happened. But in the evening, when she came back from work and went straight to bed, events took a more frightening turn. Suddenly, things started happening. Knocks on the door, objects flying and falling as if someone was in the room. Suddenly, a shadow in the shape of a man appeared before her. This shadow seemed not to want Luna to leave. Luna was terrified, covered herself with a blanket, and couldn't sleep all night. As soon as the sunlight broke through the window, everything stopped. Luna decided to leave this house and return to her parents. She quickly packed her things and headed to the bus station. The bus was leaving at night, and Luna saw the shadow all the way. She was very scared and wished to get home as soon as possible. As soon as she reached her parents' home, she told them everything, hoping it was all over, and the ghost would no longer bother her. But one night, Luna couldn't sleep. Suddenly, she saw the shadow again. Her parents were sleeping soundly, while the shadow was watching Luna. Suddenly, the shadow started moving towards her, and then passed through her. Luna felt a cold that pierced her to the bone. The shadow never appeared again. But from that moment, Luna lost all emotions and desire for life. Several weeks passed since that ill-fated incident, and Luna tried to return to normal life. But every day became harder. She felt empty, as if the shadow had taken a part of her soul. Luna no longer found joy in life. Her laughter disappeared, and her eyes lost their sparkle. Her parents noticed the changes in Luna but didn't know how to help. They tried to support her, surrounding her with care, but it was all in vain. Luna became a shadow of herself, her existence turning into a monotonous experience filled with fear and despair. One night, as Luna lay in her room, she heard rustling. Her heart froze, and she shivered. She knew it wasn't her imagination. Luna slowly got out of bed and went to the door. Opening it, she saw a dark silhouette that disappeared instantly. The following nights became a real trial. The shadow returned again and again, as if playing with her mind. Luna felt she was losing herself and realized she couldn't endure this loneliness and fear any longer. Luna began looking for ways to get rid of the shadow that haunted her. She turned to local residents, old friends, but no one could help. They told her she needed to find an old witch living on the edge of the forest who could banish the ghost. Luna didn't hesitate and went into the forest, where she found the witch. She told her story and begged for help. The witch listened carefully and agreed to help, but warned that it wouldn't be easy and would require sacrifices. The witch performed a banishment ritual, using ancient spells and herbs. Luna felt the shadow resisting, but the witch's powers were stronger. After long hours of struggle, the shadow disappeared, leaving Luna exhausted but free. After the shadow was banished, Luna felt relieved. She began to feel emotions again, and life gradually returned to normal. She decided she would no longer live in fear and would fight for her happiness. Luna returned to the big city, but this time she was ready for any challenges. She found a new apartment, a new job, and new friends. Life got better, and she realized she no longer feared the unknown. Several years passed, and Luna remembered those events as a bad dream. She became stronger and learned to cherish every moment of life. The shadow never returned, and Luna found long-awaited happiness and peace. Now, when she looked in the mirror, she saw not the scared girl, but a strong woman who had overcome her fears and defeated the darkness.